leading up to this game. Good evening, everyone. With Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello, this is Kevin Harlan. On our sidelines tonight, reporting David Aldridge. We've got a major game on the road tonight for the Bulls. Mike, they're taking on their Eastern Conference rivals, the New York Knicks.
And it's Michael Jordan who really has his work cut out for him in this one. Only his 5th game back since his big return. And he has to take on a very physical and intimidating Knicks squad.
I think this game cannot get enough build-up. It's going to be a beauty. Clark, let's widen the lens and look at the bigger picture. This game has potential conference implications.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, you're right. For both teams, this game is a twofer. So a chance here for either team to protect or improve where they are in the standings. And because of that and just the fact that these teams are so competitive, it's going to be a hard-fought, entertaining game.
Going over the starting lineups for the Bulls, it's B.J. Armstrong at the point. Then the dynamic duo of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Then it's Tony Kukoc at the 4. Down low, they've got Will Perdue. For the Knicks, they'll start off with Derek Harper and John Starks in the backcourt, with Anthony Bonner and Charles Oakley at the 3 and 4. And at center, Patrick Ewing.
It's going to be interesting to see how Jordan takes on this Knicks team. Will he try to outsmart New York, or is he ready to go toe-to-toe?
Stolen by Pippen. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Pippen's got the ball.
And a great steal by Pippen. One of the best in the league at playing the ball.
Now, here is Starks. To the inside. Here's Ewing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. You know, Clark, big challenges historically have a way of bringing out the best in Michael Jordan.
And, Kevin, I think that's exactly why this is a game people have circled on the schedule for a while. This atmosphere, taking on a rival on their home court. You know that gets the competitive juices of Michael Jordan stoked up.
Yep, that's what drives him. You're right. You talk about a hostile crowd. Coach, these Knicks fans are going to be very vocal, it seems, all game long.
It's part of what makes Knicks home games so intimidating. Just being in this building can give teams nerves. And it could be a factor for the Bulls in this one if they let the crowd get under their skin.
Yep. And Michael Jordan hoping to pick up David Aldridge where he left off in 1993.
Thanks very much. The big question for everyone tonight, of course, is MJ really back? Is he ready for these Knicks? I got a chance to talk to Michael earlier today, and his attitude is to relax and, as he said, let the game come to him. Worth noting, in the shoot-around this afternoon, he did hit 2 half-court shots back-to-back. Maybe that's a sign, guys.
That's pretty impressive, David. Thanks for the report. And Clark, you never know. Maybe it's foreshadowing of some sort.
Well, I tell you what, it was never part of my routine to take any shot that I didn't think I was going to take in the game. And a half-court heave was not on my shot-taking agenda. But I do think it speaks to Jordan's confidence coming into this one.
And feels he can do anything.
He can.
Something we expect to see Chicago doing in this one, Clark, is trying to stop Starks from sinking three-pointers.
Yeah, because if he gets going from behind the arc and finds a rhythm, that could mean real trouble for the Bulls. So I think they'll try to run him off the line and keep him from knocking down threes all game long.
That'll be a chase to watch.
A towering presence on both ends. Ewing is a nightly double-double threat for his team.
It's his first trip to the line. Luke Longley's checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from Ewing. Now Jordan. 8 points for him. Baseline J on the way. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Just 2 days ago, Jordan hit a buzzer beater to steal the win off the Atlanta Hawks. Not bad for only your 4th game back in the NBA.
You know, he also, Mike, was the leading scorer in that game as well, racking up 32 points. Chicago fans were very glad to see him show up like that in the clutch.
Outside, Longley. Jordan inside, covered by Starks. John Starks looking out of sorts in this one. Jordan is having his way.
2 minutes.
And you see Jordan wearing number 45 out there. the same number he was wearing on the baseball diamond. Not his usual 23.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, if he wanted to be 23 again, he'd have to pull it down from the rafters back home. He retired, so they retired his jersey. But it's still a little weird to see him wearing 45.
Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
The D's got to offer more resistance. Jordan is too skilled this close to the basket.
Knicks trail by 6. Outside Harper. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Here's Ewing. And Pippen pulls it down.
Aggressive move. That's an easy 2 points most of the time.
Big expectations for Michael Jordan tonight, Coach, especially on the offensive end of things.
Yeah, people are hoping his explosiveness returns. They want to see the guy who can drop 40-plus points in a night like it's nothing.
Bonner's shot good.
Nice high percentage shot for New York. We might see them relying on those easier looks going forward. As a bigger and older squad, that's what they should be about.
A couple big names from New York have missed time this season with injuries, including Oakley. So, yeah, they try to not overwork themselves and go after simpler shots.
I think Jordan could do this all day long. I mean, the mid-range area is a very comfortable area for him.
Pass to Bonner. 30 seconds left in the first. Pass to Starks. Now Ewing. Clock at 6. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point game.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
Outside Harper. The pass to Ewing. And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the... Welcome back, everyone, to New York City, where the Chicago Bulls are taking on the New York Knicks. And our second quarter is getting going here. The Bulls leading by 8.
The atmosphere in this building right now is fantastic as we go into the second quarter. This New York crowd is making noise and letting their Knicks know they've got their back.
So for Chicago right now, Michael Jordan is out there with B.J. Armstrong. Then it's Long. Then it's Pippen. And it's Blunt in at the 4 slot. The energy of these New York home games, Clark, it is one of a kind.
Well, it's a special place. The fans really know the game and love it. And this is what basketball is all about to me. Two great teams going at it while the fans are being heard loud and clear.
Yeah, they know the game so well. You're so right. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ewing's got 8. Well, Clark, in the first quarter, Starks didn't seem to give Michael Jordan too much trouble.
No, he certainly didn't, Kevin, and that's a credit to Michael Jordan. I think Starks didn't expect Jordan to be as sharp as he was. He's going to have to turn it up defensively if he's going to disrupt MJ.
Really amp it up. You're right. The shot's good.
One thing that hasn't suffered with Jordan since his leave of absence is efficiency from the free throw line. He enters this game having only missed 5 of about 30 total attempts. That's pretty good.
Jordan's free throw shooting has always been a hallmark of his game, averaging around 84% on shots from the stripe. That muscle memory clearly serving him well.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nothing falling for Starks in this one. His slump continues. It's Jordan on the wing. There's a good screen. Shoots the 3. No good that time. So New York will take it the other way. Pippen against Davis. Outside Harper. Ewing kicks to Harper. Passes it to Smith. Down low. Here's Ewing. Smith. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Violation. It'll be a jump ball.
It makes you feel a little nostalgic to see Michael Jordan back in New York, a place where he's been a part of some heated and iconic games against the Knicks.
Outside Harper. It's hauled in by the Bulls. What a game so far for Michael Jordan, coach. He's playing very assertively on offense.
And Patrick Ewing has not been able to do much about it. His own numbers just don't even come close to Jordan so far.
Pretty surprising. Clark, this is Jordan's 5th game back with the Bulls, but it still feels like he's in the middle of his return.
Kevin, I agree with you. The return tour, not quite over yet, but seeing him here on the Knicks' home turf again, it's almost like he never left.
Yeah, thank goodness he is back.
Yes.
A drive by Jordan. Lays it up off the glass. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago. Now the Knicks with it. They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Pass to Ewing. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. It's rebounded by Blunt.
You know, looking at this Knicks team, this is the first time they've really been at full strength this season. Injuries really took its toll on them.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge. David, what do you have?
Thanks, Kevin. Now, since Jordan's big return, Chicago is just 2-2. From what I'm overhearing in the huddle, they think this could be a big night. Guys?
Wouldn't that be something, David? Thanks for that. Mike, sounds like the Bulls have a lot of good energy right now.
A win here would certainly be a statement. It would also help show people that MJ is back. And that these Bulls mean business.
Big time, you're right. Bounce pass, Pippen. 6 on the shot clock, and they double up Jordan. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Armstrong missing. Coach, now that injuries are hopefully behind them, is it smooth sailing for these Knicks?
Well, now they have to get used to these new lineups fast because the postseason is not a place to be figuring things out. So hopefully they click in the next few games.
They're going to have to. Here's Starks. Connects from 3-point range. Starks has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York. Starks has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Jordan against Starks. And they double up Jordan. Shoots over Starks. Again, Chicago.
Another big night for Jordan. What a natural scorer he is. MJ simply can do it all.
Outside Harper. He kicks to Smith. Looking for Ewing. He gets it there. Shoots over Longley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, the way his shot went so wide, pretty obvious he got fouled.
Oh, yeah, plenty of contact there.
A different look for New York. Charles Oakley. He's checked in for Smith. Bonner comes in for Davis. And Anthony subbed in for Derek Harper. Then for the Bulls, Will Purdue's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Blunt. And Kerr's subbed in for B.J. Armstrong. The shot's good from Jordan.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
Pass to Starks. Now the dish to Ewing. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Bulls struggling against Ewing. He's had a nice performance so far.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And they double up Jordan.
Knicks foul. Anthony Bonner. First personal foul. Second team foul.
.24 seconds left here in the second. Here's Jordan. And Jordan matching his game high from a few days ago in Atlanta. He's got 32.
Fantastic work in the screen and roll. Jordan keeping things simple and taking what he sees.
Anthony taking his time here to the middle. And here's Bonner from the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Bulls. They're up by 11. And don't go away. After the break, and a beautiful evening view from the East River to the world-famous New York skyline as we get set for the beginning of our second half. Welcome back, everyone, to New York with the Knicks taking on a head-to-head battle with the Chicago Bulls. It's been another memorable Knicks home game so far. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's been selective, making the most of his opportunities on offense.
And efficiency has become the buzzword. It's not just about counting stats. The percentages matter too.
How great is it to see Michael Jordan back in his Bulls uniform? I mean, this is a team he's led to some incredible highs. And you can already see guys feeding off his energy, his talent, and his competitive spirit.
Let's hear from David Aldridge. David, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. With his performance tonight, Michael Jordan is on track to break a record, his own. MJ currently holds the record for most points scored by an opponent against the Knicks in New York. And that's 50 points, which he racked up way back in 1986. So this could be another historic night for Jordan in Gotham. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, Mike, wouldn't that be something if Jordan can pull it off?
And the funny thing is, this makes it hard not to root for him a little, because it would be special to get to see him pull it off.
That'd be a lot of fun. Ewing is out there with Oakley. Then there's Harper. Then it's Starks. And it's Bonner in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Brad Nelson.
And this team encourages Starks to be aggressive on offense, because this is how he will get calls.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And since his return to Chicago, Jordan has remarked, Mike, that he sees this as Pippen's team now. What do you think?
And that speaks to the respect Jordan has for Pippen. Scotty did a great job leading this team while Michael was away, but I know everyone is glad to have him back.
Including you and I.
Yes, indeed.
Here's the screen. The pass to Starks. Over Jordan. Kukoc grabs the miss. Well, Clark, it seems so far in this game, Jordan has been able to outwork Starks' defensive efforts.
Yeah, I agree with you there. He seems to be just one step ahead, really sharp. Starks might end up regretting making it known that he thought he could tie up MJ.
He'll challenge him the whole way, you know that.
Yeah, he's a fighter. Well, Jordan is something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong and does it with force.
Jordan with the steal. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, giving up the body to make a play right there, that's really good defense.
He read that to a T. Got there early and braced himself for the hit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Smith checked in for Oakley. Davis is subbed in for Starks. And Chicago also making a switch. Wennington's checked in. Bulls seem to be doing everything, Mike, they can to silence this New York crowd.
Yeah, if these fans are bothering them, they're doing a great job hiding it. And nothing shuts up a crowd like the opposing team having control of the game.
And they've got control right now. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Chicago leading by 13. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And they double up Jordan. Pippen dishes to Jordan. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 15.
A menace inside. Wennington cleans the glass and picks up the bucket.
Harper kicks to Bonner. Smith on the wing. Left block shot on the way. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Jordan. Pippen outside. To the paint. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Pippen. Jordan's got 41.
You know, I gotta say, Michael Jordan has looked good since making his return to the league. Generally speaking, we just weren't really sure what we could expect from him.
Here's Ewing. New York, no good that time either.
He tried to use the fadeaway, get a little space. Not an easy shot to drain.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5. We all know the scoring record for this building, and Jordan is flirting with it right now.
You know, once Jordan makes his move to the basket, he has no intention of stopping, which makes it hard to slow his progress.
Here's Ewing. Rebound by the Bulls. Pippen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. You know, Clark, Jordan has had to get back up to speed since returning to the NBA.
No doubt about it. Only 7 for 28 from the floor in his first game back. Clearly some rust there, and it ended up being a loss, but he's bounced back and is looking more and more like the MJ we remember now.
Well said. Here's Smith. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And it's Michael Jordan, coach, who has looked firmly in control in the back half of this game.
Meanwhile, Ewing has kind of been diminished out there. Not much of a contest right now between these two stars.
Even with the score where it is, he just keeps coming.
These are two teams we've seen clash many times, including when the Knicks defeated the Bulls in last year's playoffs. A fiercely competitive series.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. A different look for New York. Williams comes in for Patrick Ewing. And Anthony subbed in for Davis. The Bulls also changing it up. Longley comes in for Kukoc. And Kerr subbed in for B.J. Armstrong. Smith the pass to Williams. Pippen against Anthony. Knocked loose. The kick out to Harper. Pass to Bonner. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. The fadeaway. Harper, no good. Last season, the Knicks were able to overcome Chicago in the playoffs, Clark, and this year could be a lot different with Michael Jordan back.
Well, I understand the sentiment. We'll just have to wait and see on that one, though. But really, every time they meet, these two teams bring playoff intensity, and that's what makes it the rivalry that it is.
What a great rivalry indeed. Anthony kicks to Bonner. Smith inside. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. New York moving the ball around. Outside Anthony. Williams, a screen on Kerr. Can they get it? Got a hand on it.
Not always easy to get a shot around the guy of Longley's stature. He uses his length to get all over it for a block.
Starks checked in for Derek Harper. The Bulls leading by 23. Here's Jordan. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Kerr outside. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist.
So good at working off the ball. Kerr knows how to get himself into the right position so that he can capitalize off the catch and shoot.
Outside Anthony. Smith sets the pick for Anthony. Feeds to Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
The shot that time, not on target. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already.
The Bulls, 54.
Welcome, everyone, for the 4th quarter here in New York. It's been a great game here today so far with the Knicks going up against the Bulls. With all eyes on the returning Michael Jordan.
As we get into the home stretch here, the question of whether or not Jordan has his legs back is a little more important.
On the court for Chicago to start the 4th. They've got Jordan. Tony Kukoc is out there with Pippen. Then it's B.J. Armstrong. And it's Purdue in at the center filling out the middle. Here's Jordan. Wow, just one more point for Jordan to tie the record in this building.
And it makes sense why they keep running the offense through him, proving how efficient he is.
Armstrong against Anthony. Stolen by Pippen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Jordan. Jordan breaking his own record and setting a new one here in the Big Apple.
Jordan has taken all of the O2 oxygen out of the building right now, and the Knicks' home court advantage as well.
And that one's good, Anthony. But Clark, in a competitive game, Jordan might just have to tough it out on the floor.
You know, some guys think the only way to get in real basketball shape is to play the games, and I'm in that camp. And certainly if that's...
The record continues to climb for Michael Jordan.
Well, it's really hard to come back if you can't get stops. You've got to figure out a way to stop the bleeding if you're going to come back.
And he looked very comfortable on that one. Not a lot of resistance.
Ewing kicks to Starks. That's good, and Ewing with the assist. Coach, the Knicks' legendary home...